Hi everyone, this is Selina. Welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you're well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Selina and I release crochet tutorials and free patterns. And today I'm bringing to you this beautiful and dainty bandana. As you can see, it features a simple treble crochet C2C stitch and a chain arc edging and 2 simple ties, and this is a project that requires no sewing whatsoever, which is even better. As always, the free pattern is available on my blog selinaveronique.com. the link is in the description box. So for this project I used this yarn called Feels Like Butter by Lion Brand Yarns. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I love this yarn so much. And this is considered a medium for yarn, and it comes in a 100-gram ball. And I used this beautiful color, which is called Periwinkle, and this yarn is 100% polyester. So you will also be needing a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors and a tapestry needle, and that's it. I will be speaking in US terms with British terms in brackets. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the tutorial. So take your yarn, make a slip knot like so, pop your hook through and tighten. And now you are going to be chaining 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And once you've chained 7, you will be counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains from the hook. And in that 5th chain, you will be placing a treble crochet. And to create your treble crochet, wrap your yarn twice around your hook, go into the chain, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook. Take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops, and take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And the first chain 4 counts as your first treble. Now place another treble crochet into the next chain like so, and then place another treble crochet into the next stitch once again. And this creates a cluster of 4 trebles, and this is your first row. Now what you will be doing is chaining 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Turn your work like this, and once again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains from your hook and place a treble crochet into that chain. So just go ahead and do this. And now place another treble crochet into the next chain. And once again place another treble crochet into the next chain. And this is what we have. And now what we are going to be doing is linking these 2 squares. So to do so, you will be going through this space here and slip stitching. So we've just slip stitched through 2 trebles from the previous row in the square. Now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This counts as your first treble crochet, and go ahead and place 3 treble crochets inside this space. So in between the 2 trebles from the previous row, So I'm just going to be placing my trebles here, like so. And as you can see, this creates our pattern. And we have row 2 completed. And now row 3 is just a simple repeat of row 2. So chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Turn your work, and now you will be counting once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains from your hook and placing a treble crochet into this chain, and once again place a treble into the next chain, and place another treble, your last treble, into the last chain, like so. Now join your square like I showed you in the last row. So you've joined your square with a slip stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This counts as our first treble. And now place 3 trebles between the stitches, like so. Okay, sorry, there we go. My yarn is getting tangled up, which is slightly annoying, so I apologize. Okay, so there we go. We've got our cluster. We are going to be slip stitching through the stitches, and once again chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now place 3 trebles once again in between those stitches, like so. There we go. So this is row 3 completed, and you are simply going to be repeating this simple row over and over. Okay, so just continue this pattern until you have 10 rows in total. And then once you have 10 rows, I'll show you what to do then. Okay, so now we are going to be creating the 2 ties and the border. And so to do so, we've not fastened off, we've just finished our 10th row, and what you will be doing is chaining 40. So go ahead and chain 40, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so once you've chained 40, you will be slip stitching through. So I'm just zooming in. You will be skipping the first chain from the hook and going into the second chain from the hook and slip stitch through that chain, like so. And now go into the next chain and slip stitch, and into the next chain and slip stitch, and just slip stitch through each and every chain across until you reach the end of this chain. Okay, so I've gone through each and every chain across, as you can see, with a slip stitch. Now we are going to be going through the actual project with a slip stitch, just to secure the tie on to the project. So this is what we have. This is what we have for now, and now what we are going to be doing is placing a row of single crochets across the edging, and we are going to be going across the V part, so this part, and we are going to be placing single crochets. So I'm just going to demonstrate a single crochet and then I'll explain this further, so please bear with me. So just go directly into a stitch, pull up a loop, you have 2 loops on your hook, take your yarn and pull through 2 loops. And this creates your first single crochet. And as you can see, this is what I call the row side, so there isn't a specific stitch into which you will be single crocheting. So please do make sure that you place a single crochet, place your single crochets evenly across this edge, meaning just try and space them out evenly. So there isn't a specific amount of single crochet you need. Okay, so now that you've placed all of your single crochets, I'll be popping on the screen how many I placed in total. You will be chaining 40 once again. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so once again, so as you can see, I've chained 40. Just repeat what we did on the other side. Skip the first chain and go into the next with a single crochet. And so just repeat this. Go ahead and repeat this. And once you reach the project, I'll show you how to finish off this tie. Okay, so I finished. As you can see, I'm going to repeat what I did on the other side and place a slip stitch into the project. Okay, so once you've placed your slip stitch to secure your tie, we are going to be starting on our border. So to do so, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip 1 stitch and go into the next with a single crochet. So let me just zoom in. So skip a stitch and go into the next with a single crochet like so. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip a stitch and go into the next with a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip a stitch and go into the next with a single crochet, and just repeat this pattern until you reach the beginning of the project, and then I'll get back to you. So I've almost finished this chain arc edging. I have 2 stitches left, so chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, skip a stitch and go into the next with a single crochet like so. Now, oops, fasten off. So I'm just going to snip off my yarn with my scissors and then pull through like this. Sorry. So this is what I have. I still have my loose end too tidy, but I really love this bandana. It's so pretty. It's so dainty. I love the blue color. It's so pretty. It reminds me of a bluebell flower. I just love it. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.